Hey crafty friends, it's Andrea here from Andrea Kay Crafts, and today I want to share with you how to get bold foiling by using your Cricut foil. So this is not a tutorial on how to use your foiling tools. I will quickly show you those if you are interested, and if you need a video, I may have one. If I do, I'll link it down below, but if not, just let me know you need a video on foiling and I'll absolutely do that. So you have two types of foiling tools. You have one for the Joy 2 and the Joy Extra. It has one option for foil size, and I believe it's the medium option. And then you have the one for the Explorer and the Maker series. Now this one gives you a little bit of an option for what thickness of foil you want. So you have the thin foil, and then it comes with 2 extra tips. And you have a medium foil and you have a bold foil. And how you tell the difference is the amount of lines that are on the tips of each one of them. So if you need a video on that, let me know. This is not a video about using these tools. This is an alternative way to use your Cricut foil. So I wanted bold foil. Sometimes when I'm working with foil, I get great results and sometimes not so much. Well, this is what the foiling tool does. So it draws a design, it puts pressure on it, and it transfers the foil. I wanted something like this. So I'm working on a scrapbook and I wanted something that would give me nice, bold foil lines and marks. And I have all different sizes of foil. So I have, let me grab it. You can get foil in all different sizes. So you can get the 4x6 foils. And again, I buy mine at a discount store locally, and I can get it for like $1.74 a pack. And you get 24 sheets in each pack. So when I go, I pick a few up. Again, there's like a standard way to use this with your machine, but we're not going to do it the way the machine normally has it. Also, if you get the mystery boxes, I've gotten a lot of samplers in the mystery boxes. And you can also get the 12x12 versions. These are going to be really cool for my scrapbook pages. I cannot wait to try this with my scrapbook pages. So I just picked these up. You get 8 sheets of 12x12. I get mine for $1.99. Like I said, I rarely purchase mine at full price. Okay, so how do you do this? Guys, it's super, super simple. The first thing we're going to talk about is doing the line here. So this line is nice and bold. You can see the foil looks beautiful in the light. And how I accomplished this was I just took some of my tape, so my double-sided tape. I laid it down across my paper. And what I originally did was I used my my self-healing mat to line it up. This one's not going to be as straight, but I just pressed down a line of tape. You could do this with a tape runner too. I'll show you that. If all you have is a tape runner, you can run a line of your tape runner across. I didn't do a great job at that, but I'll just pull that piece off at the end. And then all you need to do is remove this top layer right here of your double-sided adhesive. And then you can take your foil sheets. So let me get a different color. I'll pull out this one. This is like a copper, and it's very, very thin to work with. So this is the front. So the part that you see the color of foil that you want to use is the front. It has like a protective cover over it, right? This is the part that needs to go against the tape, the backing. This is where you're going to pull back and you're going to leave the foil behind. So this is for the star. This is another star that I did. So the front cover is a clear plastic. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna lay our foil down over top of those pieces. And I'm just gonna smooth it with my finger, just like this. And I'm giving it pressure because after all, this was designed to work with pressure when pushing down. And then I'm gonna take my brayer and I'm going to brayer down the edges. Now, before I pull this up, I want to let you know, you're gonna get a great result. However, I didn't put enough, I didn't start at the very edge of here when I put my tape runner down, so you're not gonna see foil right here. It's just because of the way I did the tape. Make sure that like the tape strip goes all the way across, all right? And then all you have to do is pull up. And look at the results. Now see, this is where I showed you this, I did not have my tape all the way off to the edge, so it didn't get a really great result. But look at this one. This one turned out really, really beautiful, right? So imagine if you did 12 by 12 strips in your scrapbook and did like a line across it, or you framed something out in this and you used your double-sided adhesive. That would look so beautiful. So then all I did was I had my Cricut cut out a star, all right? And there's two ways you could do it. You could have it cut out a star on cardstock and then fill it with double-sided tape, or what I did was I used some scrap sticker paper that I got off Amazon. Now, I don't recommend doing this with Cricut sticker paper. It has a very thick backing. You could try it, absolutely, but I do use an off-brand, and I felt that this would be the easiest way for me to get a super clean cut without having to go trying to cut through the backing of the Cricut sticker paper. I'll link this below, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to put this at the top here. And I already have a design in Design Space that I picked out. Now, I haven't done words yet, but you could absolutely do words with this as well. But all I picked out was a star and a graduation cap. Let me share that with you. Okay, so I have this graduation cap and the star, and I just want to cut it out. And I'm going to click Make. Now, the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to click Continue. And then it's going to ask me what material that I'm using. Now, I know with this particular sticker paper that I'm using, I want to use the medium cardstock 80 pound for it to cut all the way through and to get a nice clean cut. So the next thing it's going to tell me to do is it's going to ask me, do I want to change my pressure? No. I need to load my fine point blade into clamp B. That's done. And then I need to load my mat and press load. Okay, so my paper is loaded, top left corner. This is my sticker paper. The sticky part of the paper is facing me. The part that you would normally print on is touching the mat. That's what's against the mat, right? So I'm going to load this into my machine. I'm going to put it under both the left and the right, both the left and the right guide. And I'm going to click load. Right now the machine is just pulling everything in, making sure everything is lined up. And then it's going to start flashing to tell us, to let us know, are we ready to cut? We're going to press our cut button or play button, whatever you guys call it. Cut, play, go. And then it's going to cut out our designs for us. Again, I recommend you doing test cuts if you're not sure if it's going to cut through your sticker paper or not. You could reverse it. No, because then it would still be on your, no, I won't even suggest that at this point. I do have an order of double-sided sticky tape, double-sided sticky paper coming in that I want to try this on because I have some amazing ideas to use this for my scrapbooks. So if you guys want to see any of that information, let me know and I will share it with you. So now I'm just bending my mat away from my material. This is the best way to keep your material from getting all rolled and messy. And then I'm going to do the same for my graduation cap and my star. I'm going to be very careful with the graduation cap because of the tassel. Okay. And now I'm just going to put my mat aside. And let me zoom in here so you guys can see a little bit better. So here are our images. Now, the good thing about this particular sticker paper is one side is white, that's the side you would normally print on, and the other side is yellow, which makes it easy to tell which side you need to peel from. All right, so we're just gonna peel this off. And I like to use my weeding tool. It's a little bit easier for me because I do struggle to get backings off of anything. You guys probably won't have as much problem as me. There we go. It actually isn't hard, it's just me. All right, so I'm gonna put this piece over here and drop it. And then I'm gonna do the same to the graduation cap. I'm just going to lift and peel, again, being careful of the tassel. I'm gonna put that down. And we're going to do the exact same thing. So I'm going to take the graduation cap and I am going to take the stickery part and I'm going to just sticker it on to the foil. All right. Now this time I'm coming down on it where the lines, I put the foil on the lines, where this I'm just saving foil by making sure I'm lining everything up and I have enough space. And then I'm going to take the sticky part of the star and I'm going to put it right here. The next thing I'm going to do is take my brayer and I'm just going to press down. Just like this. I'm going to flip it over. I'm going to do the same thing. Now, again, if you don't have a brayer, just use your finger. Hold the foil down, giving it firm pressure with one hand, and then pressing the foil onto the sticker with your other hand. Again, being mindful to be very careful of the tassel. All right, and then the next thing we're gonna do is we're just gonna peel it off, just like this. Just gonna roll it back, just like that. Didn't that turn out beautiful? Look how foily beautiful. Let me get it on a piece of paper so you can actually see how nice the foil comes out. And it came out beautifully. So this is just an alternative way to, I'm trying to get the shine, there you go, to use your foil pages, because I don't always use it for cards with the toll, right? So you have that option. And then you could say, well, now what do you do with them? Well, now you can put, say you want to put it on a card. Let me look and see what I have available to me that I can use. All right, so say you have a card here. I'm just gonna make a card base quickly. And say you want to do a graduation card. You could easily take the graduation cap and adhere it to the card front. Grab my adhesive. Okay. And then you could put it on a card front. Press it down. Right, and you could do the same with the star. You could easily just put it like that. So you could just put it on paper, you could put it on, you could use this for cards, you could use this for, especially with the double-sided adhesive paper I'm getting, I'm thinking of doing planner stickers or journal stickers. You could do this for scrapbooking, card making, whatever, wherever you just want a beautiful foil and you want it to be bold. This is my suggestion. Again, here is the lined pieces of paper that we did. So you can get these bold results simply by using adhesive and by doing the foil. Oh, I wanted to show you something. I don't know if this is going to work, but I'm going to try it just to give you guys, if you don't have sticker paper. So I'm going to use just adhesive here. I don't know how well it's going to work, to be honest. I don't know. I'm going to just try it here with you guys first to see if we can get any results by using our adhesive runner. Okay, so I'm just going to make sure I cover everything. I don't feel like this tip is covered very well. So I would definitely do this on a silicone mat. Mine are all packed away, so I can't really get to them right now. But I'm sure it's manageable. I'm sure you could do it with just adhesive. Okay, make sure it's completely covered and then just clean up your little mess here. The great thing about this type of adhesive is you just go in circles and you can easily clean it up and then dust it right into your trash. I feel like we're missing a piece at the top. Let's stretch that out. All right, so let's see if it works. Let me use my tool here to press it down. Otherwise it's going to be so super sticky on me. And off, off, off. Because I'm wondering to do this on just regular cardstock, right? Oh, I think I can get it off. This might not be the funnest way to do it, but if you're desperate and you need to add foil to something, let's try it. Oh, it's going to be a little crackly, but that might not look terrible. I didn't go all the way out. Let's just see what happens. Okay, and you want to peel this back. Actually, I kind of like the results. It's kind of like edgy, right? So it didn't bold everything, but it gives that like edgy look. This would be really beautiful if you had like seashells, or if you were doing like a beach theme, how like you could get it to look all crackly. That would be super cute. I mean, I wouldn't use this on an everyday project, but that would be cute to have all of the little sections. But I mean, you have options. Play around with it. See what works for you. I just found that the rolled double-sided tape you can get at the Dollar Tree worked amazing. And my off-brand sticker paper. So I hope this was helpful. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any video requests, please let them down below. Also, let me remind you that there is a link below to our Facebook group that you can join and share projects and ask questions over there as well. Like I said, I hope this was helpful. If you have any other questions, if you need a foiling video of how to foil with your foiling tools, just let me know. Here is an example. Let me show you an example. I don't know if I showed you this at the beginning or not, but here's an example of a foiled card that I made. And it turned out really, really beautiful, but I like bold. I wanted something super bold and super pretty and like kind of flashy and shiny. So there you go. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have a great day, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye.